Rome, the beating heart of an empire that ruled the known world, a city of marble and dust, of emperors and beggars, of glory and survival. Over 1 million souls fill its crowded streets, senators in purple togas, slaves carrying water jars, children playing among the ruins of temples. But what about the ordinary citizen? Today we'll follow Marcus Flavius, a craftsman living in the 1st century AD during the reign of Emperor Trajan, a time when Rome was at its peak. This is what a single day in his life might have looked like. The first light of dawn seeps through the narrow windows of Marcus's apartment, a small, cramped room in an insula, one of Rome's many apartment blocks. The insula is noisy. Wooden floors creak, babies cry, neighbors argue. These buildings can be 5 or 6 stories tall, built quickly and cheaply. Fires are common, and so are collapses. The poor live higher up, the rich on the safer lower floors. Marcus wakes to the smell of baking bread from the street below. His breakfast is simple: a piece of coarse wheat bread, maybe a handful of olives or cheese. There is no coffee, no sugar, only diluted wine or water from a public fountain. Outside, the city is already alive. Bakers, smiths, and merchants open their stalls. The shouts of vendors mix with the creak of wagon wheels. From somewhere nearby, a rooster crows, one of the few sounds that could belong to any century. Rome never really sleeps. Even at dawn, it hums with life. Marcus leaves his home, stepping carefully over puddles and refuse. The streets of Rome are not clean. He walks toward his workshop near the Tiber River. On the way, he passes temples dedicated to countless gods: Jupiter, Venus, Mercury. Because Rome believes that every action has a divine witness, he crosses a crowded market square. Traders from across the empire sell dates from Syria, glass from Alexandria, and fine cloth from the East. Rome is the center of the world. Every language, every color of skin, every smell imaginable fills its streets. The Forum Romanum is a thunder of voices. Politicians deliver speeches, lawyers argue, and scribes post the Acta Diurna, the daily news carved into stone. Marcus pauses to listen. The gossip of the city is as important as bread. Marcus is a potter. His workshop is small, but his hands are steady and skilled. He works clay brought from the river, shaping it into lamps, cups, and amphorae. The everyday tools of Roman life. The city depends on craftsmen like him: potters, weavers, smiths, and carpenters. His wife, Julia, helps with the firing of the clay and later sells the pottery at the market. Their children assist where they can, mixing clay, carrying finished pieces. Education is a luxury. The workshop smells of earth and smoke. Outside, the noise of the city continues. A donkey brays, a cart rattles by, a slave shouts a warning. Marcus earns just enough to live modestly, but he takes pride in his craft. In a city obsessed with status, his hands give him something rare: a purpose. By midday, the heat of Rome becomes unbearable. Marcus closes his shop and heads to the Thermae of Titus, one of the city's grand public baths. The entrance fee is just a few coins. Even the poor can afford to go. Inside, the noise is overwhelming: splashing water, laughter, conversation. The baths are more than a place to wash. They are the heartbeat of Roman society. Men discuss business, politics, or gladiator fights. Others come simply to gossip or to show off their bodies, oiled and perfumed. Marcus moves through the rooms, first the tepidarium, the warm room, then the caldarium, the hot bath, and finally the frigidarium, where cold water shocks the skin. The architecture is magnificent: marble floors, mosaics of sea gods, sunlight pouring through high arches. For a moment, the hardships of the city fade. In the baths, everyone is equal, at least in theory. After the baths, Marcus joins his friends at the Circus Maximus. It is race day, And in Rome, that means chaos. More than 200,000 people pack into the arena, waving flags for their favorite teams. The reds, the blues, the greens, the whites. The chariots line up, horses snort, the crowd roars, and the race begins. Dust and thunder fill the air. Chariot drivers are heroes, sometimes richer than senators. The people love the speed, the danger, the spectacle. Elsewhere at the Colosseum, gladiators fight for fame or for survival. Some are slaves, others volunteers hoping to win glory. The games are brutal. But they unite the empire. Bread and circuses, the politicians say, keep the people content. And for Marcus, it's a chance to forget his worries and cheer until his voice is gone. As the sun sets, the streets of Rome glow with torchlight. Vendors sell roasted nuts and hot wine. Musicians play flutes and drums. Marcus returns home to his family. Dinner is humble. Lentils, bread, a bit of fish if they're lucky. They eat sitting on stools, not couches like the rich. The conversation drifts between small joys and small worries. A broken pot, a sick neighbor, a rumor about new taxes. From their window, they can see the glow of the wealthy domus across the street, where laughter and music spill into the night. Rome, like every city, is a world of contrasts. As darkness deepens, Marcus lights a small oil lamp. The city outside quiets, except for the bark of dogs and the occasional shout of a night watchman. The day is done. Marcus lies down on his straw mattress, tired but content. Tomorrow will be much the same. Work, the market, the endless rhythm of the city. Rome is noisy, dirty, dangerous. But it is also magnificent. From humble citizens to mighty emperors, all live under the same sky, walk the same marble streets, and breathe the same dusty air. 2,000 years later, the empire is gone. But the echoes of their lives remain. Vail, Marcus Flavius. Farewell, citizen of Rome. You have shown us that history is not made only by emperors, but by ordinary people, living their ordinary days in an extraordinary city. If you enjoyed this journey into ancient Rome, give this video a like, subscribe for more history brought to life, and tell us in the comments which time period should we explore next.